Good evening, and thank you for joining us, and welcome to Elevate Oregon's 2022 Elevate Our Future Soulful Celebration. While we're unable to gather in person, we're here tonight together virtually in celebration and support of this amazing organization. My name is Taj Armstrong. I am an Elevate Oregon board member. I've been on the board for just about 5 years. In 2017, I had the pleasure of job shadowing Donell, who then was Elevate Oregon's program director. I followed him for 3 hours, and I'd never felt more inspired and connected to an organization and its mission than I did that day. I saw Elevate Oregon rally around a young woman who was facing expulsion. I was a fly on the wall as Donell navigated her complex crisis with the school resource officer, the vice principal, and the family that she was staying with. I sat there thinking to myself, why isn't there an organization like this in every high school? An organization whose sole mission is to address barriers that keep kids from succeeding in school. An organization that ensures that these young people have a hope and direction for their future. In a school district where 87% of teachers are white, Elevate Oregon is serving 96% youth of color. Our teacher mentors look like our students and understand their struggles. They're impactful role models for kids who don't see themselves represented positively in the media or in positions of leadership in their community. In a school district with high levels of child poverty, Elevate Oregon is advocating for kids, connecting them to resources, and showing them a path to a stable financial future. And we're doing it with a mentoring approach that puts socio-emotional health first. I read this quote once that said, the only way to get people to care is to show them that you care about them. Elevate Oregon seeks to change lives through relationships. And when you witness the interaction between Elevate Oregon's teacher mentors and their students, you see how caring, support, and mentorship truly elevates the lives of these kids and families in this community. As you listen tonight, please consider giving generously to support the work of Elevate Oregon. Before we get started, a few housekeeping notes. The best way to participate during this stream is by having 2 devices. Watch the program and say hello in the chat on your computer or notebook, and grab a second device like a cell phone to donate. To donate, click the donate button that you see there on the right of your screen, or type in tinyurl.com/elevate-our-future and select the level of gift that's right for you. As you can see, we already have some donations that have come in. We are well on our way to our goal of $150,000. If you're having trouble logging on or any technical difficulties at all, call or text the number on the screen. If you are registered for Elevate Our Future, you will automatically be entered to win one of 3 very special prizes. Throughout the program, we'll be giving away a Portland Trail Blazers team signed basketball, a case of wine from A to Z Wineworks, and a mixed case of beer, along with a $50 gift card from Breakside Brewery to use at any of our locations. So say hello. Then listen to your name. When we call it during the program, you claim your prize right there in the chat to the right of your screen. I want to extend a soulful thank you to our sponsors this evening. First, to our luminary sponsors, Acme Construction, IQ Credit Union, and Hoffman Construction. Thank you. And our pioneer sponsors, Samuels Yolen Cantor, Moda Health, and Care Oregon. I'd also like to send a big thank you to our Pathfinder and Guide sponsors. We appreciate you and your ongoing support of our work. So, this year our theme is a soulful celebration. So, I'm gonna show off my personal favorite sneakers right now. Boo, get into it. I lotion my ankles special for this occasion tonight. I love my sneakers. There we have it. If you attended the pre-show Zoom party, you had a chance to win a Nike by You gift card, but you can still show off those souls and tell us where you are by posting with the hashtag #ElevateOurFuture22 on Instagram. And now it is my pleasure to introduce a great friend of Elevate Oregon, Lamar Hurd. Lamar is a television analyst for the Portland Trail Blazers, as well as the host of the Hurd Mentality, highlighting good in our community. Lamar, thank you so much for showing up once again for Elevate Oregon.
My name is Lamar Hurd, and I have been an Elevate fan now for a few years. I first learned about the organization through a friend of mine named Omar Leary, who used to work for Elevate Oregon. He would tell me about it all the time. And then as time went on, I learned about other people involved with the organization. The next person I learned about was Paul Tabron. I got a chance to see him at a summer basketball camp. I saw him talking to some kids. I saw the way he connected and resonated with them. And it really stood out to me because I can see the kids were responding to him in a way where I knew those kids will attach themselves to him. There's something about him as a mentor where he is impactful to their lives. Well, as time continued to go on, I only learned more and more that Paul's not the only one doing this. They have this whole full staff of people who are called teacher mentors, who are also a part of the kids' days during the school hours, in addition to what they do outside of school. And as I learned more about it, I shared it with my wife. We became huge fans and supporters of Elevate and their mission because we really believe in mentorship. I have a personal story in which I grew up in Houston, Texas, where a mentor became like a father figure in my life and really helped steer my life and direct me to the path that I was fortunately able to stay on and get to certain places where I'm at today, both in my personal and professional life. So I understand the impact that mentors can have on people. And it has been a great pleasure watching Elevate over the time that my wife and I have been able to be involved, see the consistency, the way they show up for kids every single day, both in the classroom, outside the classroom. They're on call 24/7. There's no days off, and they don't want days off because they are that committed to the kids. So anybody that's committed to the kids, we want to be that committed to them. And with that, I encourage you, if you are watching this and you feel any reason at all to want to get closer to Elevate, to support Elevate, to be a part of their mission, please consider it. Please consider giving to this organization, whether it's your money, your time, resources, anything you can, because everything you give to them is changing lives. And I'm a living testament of the power of that. I'm glad people help my mentor help me along my way, and we just want to do that for the Elevate kids and the teacher mentors and all the staff in charge in their process of trying to do the same thing. With that, I want to give a huge shout out to the leader of the organization, the executive director. I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know this guy, forming a friendship with him, and really seeing his heart that he has for the kids, the staff, the whole organization. I believe in this guy. He knows I got his back as long as he needs it, because he is really trying to move this thing forward, and he's looking out for all these kids involved. And with that, I would like to give a huge introduction, a huge shout out to my man, the executive director of Elevate Oregon, Donell Morgan.
Wow, thank you very much, Lamar. We are just so proud of being associated with Lamar Hurd, and just want to give a shout out to Lamar and his wife, for Bethany, for really shedding the light on the Elevate Oregon mission, the work that we do, and we're just grateful for the opportunities that he continues to spotlight and highlight for us. We're very grateful, Lamar, and I wish you were here with us today, man. Last year we had the pleasure of doing this together, so I guess I have to ride a little solo this year. Again, my name is Donell Morgan, and I am the executive director here at Elevate Oregon, and welcome to our event this evening. Elevate Oregon builds relationships with youth to promote education, self-reliance, and achievement in the Parkrose School District. The unique nature of Elevate Oregon's in-school teacher mentor model positions us to provide the deep and meaningful level of support that Black and brown youth need in school. Our students know that there's a person in their life other than their family members who truly cares about their success and wants to help them get to a better place in life. From academic support to teaching kids what it is to have good character, to advocating for kids of color in student assist teams, to sharing life experiences, Elevate is bridging the opportunity gap for kids and families who have not felt connected with their schools, teachers, and our community. That's the biggest inspiration for me, watching kids take their success personally. I have so many stories that I could share, but I will just highlight one. A good young man that you met earlier, Trey, watched him grow from a sixth grader to a junior, and watching him achieve his dreams and just watching that all play out. Taking his success personally and changing the trajectory of his life. I'm very proud of that young man. Now I want to make a big announcement. We're very excited to replicate the success that we're doing here in Parkrose to a district with very similar demographics, to employ more mentors from the community, and to contribute even more towards making Oregon a place where youth of color can thrive. We're taking all that incredible knowledge and passion and skill that our staff are bringing to the table every single day in Parkrose, and we're bringing it into Reynolds School District at Reynolds Middle School. We're very excited about this opportunity. It is something that we've been thriving for in our organization for years, and it's on our doorstep, and we're excited to partner and bring in a new family member, the Reynolds School District. With so many things happening in the world today, COVID-19, racial injustice, and rising gun violence, it is critically important that we offer social and emotional support to the kids whose families have been hit hard by all of this. The significant stress that youth endure directly impacts their academic performance. They are at much greater risk to fail without supports in place. We are here to invite you to join us tonight. Join Elevate Oregon Youth with a donation today. Your gift will fuel the potential and resilience. Your gift will create direct access to opportunities that kids in our area just don't have. Whatever dollar amount you feel comfortable giving, now is the time to give. And that gift will work towards a community lift that will benefit all of us. The model works, the vision is clear. Having a positive adult mentor in your life truly helps kids navigate, truly helps break down barriers, and truly works for the greater good of the school and community. Now I want to introduce John Jackson of short video that shows the power at work, the video of our mentors working with our kids. Again, thank you for this opportunity to speak with you. Enjoy the rest of the show.
My name is John Jackson, and I have been working for Elevate Oregon for 4 years. So years after college and playing professionally all over the world, I had a great opportunity to play for the Harlem Globetrotters. Playing basketball internationally was great. I had a good opportunity to meet different people and see different people's way of living, which was very humbling, and it taught me just to be a man with integrity. Currently, I am the program manager for the middle school, and I am also a teacher mentor for the 7th grade class.
My name is Jackson Jones. I'm in 8th grade, and I have been with Elevate for about 2 years now. He's different than an average teacher because an average teacher usually has like multiple students to just get to and like can't really focus on you. He'll take a lot of his time to help you with your work. Once I left Elevate for a little bit, my grades kept going down, and then my mom put me back in Elevate, and my grades went back up, and you know, definitely improved me when it comes to learning, improved my focus and integrity.
My name is Analyst Ashley. I'm in 8th grade. He's definitely a mentor for me. He's definitely like a person that shows you what you can do.
Yeah, our classroom is that safe place where kids can come and relax and be themselves. They're comfortable with taking that mentorship, and also that's helping them learn how to advocate for themselves when it comes to speaking to other teachers that don't look like them. In addition to teaching our kids how to advocate for themselves, we also go and we advocate for them by talking to administration and teachers and counselors to make sure that they are in a perfect situation to succeed academically and gel good with the community within their classroom. And the thing that we have different from the regular teachers is definitely social. We experience some of the same things that the kids have experienced and maybe will experience as an adult. Learning how to be a good student will teach you how to be a good professional in life.
Before this, I didn't know how to be a leader. And until I saw Elevate helped me become who I am now. And I think I'm more flourished and more motivated than I was in elementary school in 6th grade.
Seeing them graduate from 8th grade to high school was probably the most gratifying moment. And seeing them progress from being super cut off to, now they're sophomores and they're just, accepting of all and willing to grow and be successful. It's just heartwarming. Yeah.
I think he's amazing. He's probably one of the only people that is actually real with you.
Just the type of dude you want to be around.
We believe in our kids and our kids believe in us.
We believe in our kids and our kids believe in us. And you know what? I just want to take a quick moment to thank you everyone that has been donating. They are just rolling in, and that is exactly what we want to see this evening. We keep those donations coming. That is how we do the great work that we do. Mentorship in a nutshell, that's what you just saw. We all need a mentor, right? I know I've had mentors in my life that helped me get to where I am today. But for the youth Elevate Oregon serves, having a mentor is more than helpful. It can be a deal breaker. We don't just throw the term life-changing around casually. Elevate Oregon is intentionally serving kids who have the biggest risk factors through no fault of their own. Elevate Oregon is showing kids that there is a big world of opportunities out there waiting for them, teaching them life skills, helping them work through the barriers they encounter, and giving them hope. When kids see a positive role model who looks like them, who came from a similar community, they can see a way forward. They learn how to take steps towards their own success. What you just saw is a small piece of what Elevate Oregon teacher mentors do every single day. I'm asking you to be a part of this, to make a gift to Elevate Oregon because this work is working. It is your donation that keeps this work happening and makes Portland a better place. So find that donate button to the right of your screen or type in tinyurl.com/elevate-our-future and give what you can. I'd like to thank those of you who have given so generously to this work already and are helping us to get our goal of $150,000. So we are recognizing our donors here. Dale, love it, thank you. Vestrite LLC, thank you so much. Anton Olert, thank you. Groundwork Consulting. Mike and Susan Kennard, thank you. Jane Christen, thank you. Now let's hear from Gabriel, a 9th grade student answering the question, what is one thing that's changed your life as a result of Elevate Oregon?
All right, one thing that made my life better with being in Elevate is definitely my grades and me, mentally. Miss Stephanie, she always talks to us, make sure, we are okay. And, she be giving us snacks. So that's good too. And she also holds us accountable for our work getting done. And my grades have been outstanding because of her. I just like to thank her for all the stuff she's done for me. And yeah.
My grades are outstanding. Elevate Oregon teacher mentors are supporting students like Gabriel every day, empowering them to improve their grades, even giving them snacks. And the results are evident. Over the last 6 years, 95% of enrolled seniors have graduated on time. I am not sure who has been following graduation rates in the state of Oregon, but 95% is off the charts in comparison to statewide statistics that have been between 75 and 85% at best statewide. We're seeing attendance rates up 20% for our students over the last 3 years, and we are serving more kids than ever. We have fully expanded into the Parkrose Elementary, and we have programs where the middle or high school kids mentor the lower grades as they transition to middle or high school. This not only supports our younger kids, but gives our older kids the opportunity for leadership. Speaking of leadership, I would like to introduce a very special person and a friend of mine, someone who has a deep understanding of the needs of students and has been an incredible leader throughout his career. Mr. Marty Williams is the Dean of Students at Parkrose Middle School. Before he was Dean, Marty was an Elevate Oregon teacher mentor and program manager for 5 years. He knows the positive impact that Elevate Oregon staff have in Parkrose schools from both sides. We are so excited to bring everybody's favorite person up here to talk about what Elevate Oregon means to him. Marty, come on out. Ah, there should be people applauding, and I'm sure they are at home. I know I am. I know the kids are, because they love you.
Hey, it's hard not to.
So Marty, what does this work mean to you?
This work is just more than work. Like for me, it's the impact, it's the love, it's community. And that's what we try to build at Elevate Oregon is we try to build community through how we support each other, how we wrap our arms around each other. And through Elevate, we impact kids, we impact families, we impact our schools, and we impact our communities. And that's what we're looking for these donations for, to help push our kids' dreams, because we know they are the future. So when we ask you to give, it's not to give to an organization, it's to give to our future Elevate mentors, to our future Elevate lawyers, to our future Elevate whatever it is that they dream to be. So I just encourage you just to give out of your heart and not just out of giving to an organization, because we can truly elevate our future.
Thank you, Marty. Thank you so much. I'm really inspired by your dedication to this organization and to kids in Parkrose, and I hope everyone who's watching is inspired too. You're here because you're planning to support this work. Now is a great time to make that tax-deductible donation. Just click that donate button to the right of this viewing screen or type in tinyurl.com/elevate-our-future on your phone or tablet and make a gift that works for you. In fact, I have some exciting news, Marty.
What's that?
Elevate Oregon has a $50,000 matching grant from Quest Foundation.
Let's go.
That means that all donations tonight will be matched up to $50,000, dollar for dollar. So if you're moved to give $100, that 100 becomes 200. If you're moved to give $1,000, that $1,000 becomes $2,000. If your pocketbook says, no, baby, we can't do all that. We believe in the mission of Elevate Oregon, but maybe all we could do is 10. Your $10 becomes 20, your $20 becomes 40, and I'm gonna stop the math right there because I don't wanna make a fool out of myself. Just kidding, Dad. Your gift will double, so now is the time. I'd love to see 5 gifts come in right away. Let's start doubling those gifts, folks. Come on, let's make it happen. Elise Westbrooks, thank you for your donation. Tony Long,
Let's go.
Thank you so much for your donation. Mike Wells, Nalia Lim, Billy Ladd, thank you. Marcy and Michael Marshall, thank you. Ali Magaki, thank you so much. Now let's hear from a 7th grader named Byron about what has changed in his life as a result of his involvement with Elevate Oregon.
One thing in my life that's changed because Elevate is my grades. Because before I was in Elevate, my grades were really, really bad and I really didn't care. But once I got to Elevate and really taught me like grades, I really need my good grades to get a college degree and to get a good job.
Byron is a great example of what can happen when we provide weekly grade checks and one-on-one mentoring for students. Byron was able to focus on his grades and rebound with the support of his teacher mentor. Here are some examples of how your contribution with Elevate Oregon will help Elevate Oregon youth. $1,000 will give students like Byron exposure to future pathways through college visits, trade school visits, sporting events, and professional and vocational opportunities. And remember, that $1,000 that you give tonight doubles. That becomes $2,000. That means 2 kids get to experience those opportunities.
So when you give $1,000, just understand, we take kids on career-based trainings, and it allows us to take trips to local campuses to help our youth get exposure, development, interest in going to college, just giving them that little push to want to take that next step. So we're talking about elevating our future. That's what that $1,000 would do.
So now we're talking about $1,000. Now we get to $500. Your $500. Now this is a good one. Your $500 will support our after-school programming. That's hygiene packs, healthy meals. And we know a lot of our young people in our communities suffer from food insufficiency. So that $500 not only provides hygiene packs, but healthy meals and peer group activities.
It'll also help develop summer activities and help us take kids on field trips. Our summer activities are so important because that's how we reach our youth in the community outside of the school day and outside of the school year. So it's really important that we have funds in order to take them to certain places and expose them to different things.
And your $100 will allow more kids to engage in summer programming by providing athletic equipment like balls, cones, hula hoops, jump ropes. And again, folks, that $100 that you give tonight that supports summer programming, that $100 becomes $200. Your $200 becomes $400. And that means that we can do even more work with the young people that we serve in the Parkrose School District.
And also, again, that $100 is something that is really needed because we also have youth who struggle when it comes to getting resources and struggle to tap into certain resources. So that $100 will help us initiate anything that they need as far as community-based things, as far as getting their families connected to whatever it is that they need resource-wise within the community. So please donate.
There's this song, Marty, that goes, give and it will come back to you. Mm-hmm. And I just want to say that when you give to Oregon, when you give to Elevate Oregon young people, you are giving back to your community. You are supporting young people that are going to be future leaders in our community, that are going to be our future teachers, that are going to be our future police officers, that are going to be our future state representatives. So when you give, you are giving back to the community by supporting an Elevate Oregon youth. Marty, I'd like to give you a moment now to tell us why you think this work is impactful.
This work is impactful simply because you have to care in order to change. And our whole goal is to change the outlook of what we see or what our kids see and make their reality something that they decide. Help their dreams come true. How do we do that? We got to give them hope. We got to build relationships. We got to love on them. But in order for us to do that, we have to be invested in our community. And how do we do that? We invest in our kids outside of school through mentorship like Elevate Oregon does. We invest in our kids within the school by building community just like Elevate Oregon does. But also, we also invest in our community, period. So this work is so impactful because we have all of these things that we can give, but at the same time, we just want to elevate our future by giving them different opportunities to live, different opportunities to grow. And the only way we can do that is if we have the resources in order to do that. So let's come together and build a better community, build a better school, build a better foundation by donating to Elevate Oregon. Let's elevate our future.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry. I know I'm gonna try not to go off the script too much, but I'm sitting here watching that thermometer rise. I'm sorry, y'all. But we got some donations that are still coming through. Ryan Garcia, thank you so much. Leanne Orozco, thank you so much. Markeisha Webster, Jason Stroman, what's up? Thank you. Leilani Miller, thank you so much. Alexis Braley James, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Marty, for sharing. We so appreciate the great work that you're doing and the ongoing partnership between Elevate Oregon and the Parkrose School District. In fact, why don't you introduce our next guest?
Okay, our next guest that we have will be Michael Lopes. Michael Lopes is our superintendent at Parkrose School District. And I just want to say that he's not only just a person who is sitting in an office and doing paperwork and working from an office. We see him in our schools. We see him in our community. Whatever is going on in the community, you'll see Michael Lopes there. So I'm thankful to be in a position to introduce him and to give him high praise for the work that he's doing within the community and the support that he gives Elevate Oregon. So I would like to introduce to you Michael Lopes.
Hi, everyone. I'm Michael Lopes-Serrao, and I am proud to serve as the superintendent of the Parkrose School District, and honored to be here to share with you the critical importance of contributing to Elevate Oregon to help support the students of Parkrose. Elevate has been our partner for more than a decade, supporting our students, families, and community. They have provided us with mentorship, outside opportunities for students to explore careers, local businesses, and recreation. The importance of Elevate is all about the relationships they have established with students, families, and the larger community of Parkrose. They are an integral part of the support for guiding and supporting students through their academic, social, and emotional experiences of school. Our mentors provide a meaningful connection to adults that relate to the students' lived experience, and they serve as critical role models on how to give back and support the community where they live. Our relationship with Elevate has significantly grown over the past 5 years, and in that growth, both Elevate and Parkrose have seen great benefits. Elevate brings more and more opportunities not only to students who are directly served by Elevate, but to the wider school community. Elevate has connected our district and students to more resources that help support their educational journey. These connections have led to field trips, career connections, BIPOC businesses that are interested in engaging and empowering students in our community. It's important to give now because our students need us now more than ever. The impacts of the pandemic have been significant at Parkrose, and our mentors and students need our help to support broadening their school experiences to help our students develop their dreams and have opportunities to explore what there is to offer in our community and our region. Elevate has been instrumental in providing these opportunities for our students, and your contributions play an important role in that support. Together with Elevate, we want to empower our students to engage in our schools and community in deeper learning that requires collaboration, partnership, mentorship to build a shared vision of connection, belonging, and innovation to transform our schools to help students tackle the complex issues facing all of us. Please consider giving today to help us further support our wonderful partner Elevate Oregon for all of the students in Parkrose. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all that you've done for Elevate in the past, and I hope you can contribute more in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Michael, for this important partnership and for your incredible support of Elevate Oregon. If you're ready to make a donation, click the donate button to the right of your screen or type in tinyurl.com/elevate-our-future. And support the life-changing work of Elevate Oregon. Remember that your gift will be matched dollar for dollar, up to $50,000. Thank you to the Quest Foundation. That means your $100 that you give becomes $200. That $500 becomes $1,000. Peter, thank you. Pete, Stoffel, thank you. Paige, Honest, thank you. Kara, Adams, thank you. Brenda, Rivas, thank you. Thank you so much for your donations. I also want to acknowledge Michael and Jenny Walker, Wade, Elliott, Maria Ponzi, Mike Wells. Thank you for your donations. Again, thank you to the Quest Foundation. What you give tonight is doubled. So your $100 becomes $200, your $10 becomes $20, your $30 becomes $60. So please continue to donate. We are hitting that mark. We are barreling down on our $150,000 mark, and we couldn't be more grateful to you who have donated from home. So now let's have some, well, I've been having fun, but let's have some even more fun and draw our first prize winner. This winner, who we're hoping is 21 and over, will receive a mixed case of beer and a $50 Breakside Brewery gift card to use at any of their locations. Cue the music. Hey! Uh-oh. I just made a new friend named Sherry Lee. Congratulations, Sherry. Thank you so much for giving this evening. Congratulations on your great prize. I hope you get a million chances to use it this summer. All that good beer and all the good things you're gonna have with that. Now you're in for a treat and a super fun surprise. Elevate Oregon's former executive director, Marcy Bradley of Oregon Community Foundation, will now introduce the Marcy Bradley Impact Award.
Hello, my name is Marcy Bradley. I'm the Vice President for Equity and Culture at Oregon Community Foundation and lifelong advocate for the development of the potential and promise of children, which is why I'm so excited today to share with you an award that Elevate is launching for its first year that's dedicated to the impact of leadership for young Black women. I think we all understand that historically, Black women's voices have really been underestimated, undervalued, and even oftentimes overlooked. And that at the table, we as a city, as a nation, as a state, have really lost out on much of what can be contributed based on that. And oftentimes when we cultivate leadership and talent in our young people, they're ready, but there's no opportunity. And I just want to encourage each of you to think about what resources are at your fingertips to provide this young woman the opportunities she needs to further her development and journey as a leader, contributing to our community. So with that, I will let Sarah come share what she has.
Hello, my name is Sarah Doherty, and this is my 4th year with Elevate Oregon. I have had the honor of knowing this recipient for 4 years now. She has changed my life. She has made a difference in her community, in her peers around her. She has taken it upon herself to work with elementary kids and mentoring them, and even middle school kids as well. She also has taken it upon herself to create a leadership team here at the high school. Amaya Warren is very deserving of this award that we are presenting with her today as a great leadership here and amongst the organization with Elevate Oregon. She's near and dear, and you know she's special to me when she makes a difference in an adult person's life, and she has personally single-handedly has changed my life since the day I met her. So I want to present this award to her right now. And this is for you, very deserving, surprise. You are very rewarding to this. You better not cry. No, don't cry. But you have made a difference in everybody's life that you've come into. And the way you're going in life, you're going to go great places. And I'm honored to have said that I've known you and that you left a print on my life. So thank you.
I just want to say thank you to my family, and thank you to Miss Sarah, and also thank you, Marcy, and thank you, Elevate Oregon.
Hi, my name is Amaya Warren. I'm a senior, and one thing Elevate has taught me is to be a leader in my community and give back.
I want everyone to light up the chat for Amaya Warren. Congratulations, young lady. What an inspiring young person. It's so exciting to see this award in action and to recognize the young women leaders right here in our community. Congratulations, Amaya. Now it's time to pick another prize winner. One lucky winner, 21 and over. I'm making so many friends tonight. 21 and over will win a case of wine from A to Z Wine Works. All right, here we go. Let's spin that wheel and play some music. claim your prize in the chat, please, and enjoy that case of wine from A to Z Wine Works. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. So let's recognize some donors because we've got so much coming in. I can't thank you all enough for going to your tablets and your phones and giving those donations. Again, we've got a $50,000 matching grant. So everything that you give tonight is matched dollar for dollar. Stumptown Coffee Roasters, thank you. Sean Gabriel, thank you. Goldhorn LLC, thank you. Shayna Benfiat, thank you. Pete Stoffel, thank you. Thank you so much. Click the donate button or type in the URL on the screen and make culturally responsive mentorship possible for over 500 students in the Portland area. Now I'd like to introduce our next guest. Mike Crenshaw is a cultural activist, combining hip hop, spoken word, popular education, and social justice activism to teach, inspire, entertain, and work for justice and liberation. Mike currently teaches locally for Portland Public Schools as a student success advocate and facilitates hip hop cultural exchange all over the world. As Mike joins us, turn your attention to a clip from his Superheroes video. This clip illustrates his connection to mentoring for youth of color.
Life is a struggle, you face it and change it. Fighting for your right, survival is dangerous, heroic. The notion and deeds of a poet. The system is weak, so the people overthrow it. That's what I teach to my seeds when they growing. By the time they reach their teens, then they know it. I show it through my activity and focus. They see what I read, who they meet, and they notice.
Everybody, thank you for being with us this evening and supporting the work of Elevate Oregon. I want to talk a little bit about Elevate's 13 character qualities, life skills, okay? Vision, courage, respect, caring, responsibility, positive work ethic, integrity, career-mindedness, communication, leadership, problem solving, decision making, and goal setting. So these are all characteristics that are supported, built in young people with wraparound support from teacher mentors. I had the opportunity to visit the sites at Parkrose, in the middle school, in the high school, and the term "it takes a village" came to mind. I looked at the young people with their sense of confidence, their sense of self, and it gave me hope in the future because even though we face things like converging crises of racism, systemic white supremacy, mental health, addiction, economic crises, right? These young people have a chance, and the reason they have a chance is because they have the support of Elevate Oregon, not only for a year, but all the way from their middle school careers through their high school careers and following that. So please continue to help us reach our goal this evening of $150,000. I would like to offer some poetry in support of the spirit of the work that Elevate Oregon does. Determination in the face of extermination. Beat permeating, we overcome over drums. Peaceful in nature, though a deep-seated hatred. Fear and ignorance controls the ones holding guns. Aimed at my folks, and the pain that provokes is insanely explosive. The chains must be broken. Reins that I'm holding must keep taking me forward, so with faith I move toward destinations that come. You can try to stop me or block my path. My side is not weak, you plot, we laugh. Try to kill, but strengthen me quickly, heals my injuries, reveals divinity, zaps the zeal of enemies. My will presented me with the real ability to bend infinity to the frame of my path. And the name that I have fits the role that I play. I capture the spirit only to give it away. Yeah, it's your language. Use it, speak it. Communication is a gift, don't keep it a secret. Articulation, tweak it, freak it, let the people see it, say it, display it, and teach it. Transparency is needed. Apparently, we need to have clarity to see through the barbarity and evil used to deceive you. A message to the people. Don't let them keep you sleep, fool. I give a descriptive depiction of the resistance and friction, persistence through all of existence's struggles, predicaments, and positions. Complete with compromise, traumatized by disease and addiction, still I rise to my feet, fighting to be free and defeat opposition. Stop and listen to the common wisdom dropped succinctly in a way to get you thinking. There is no competition here, just a need to live free, be relieved, and release fear. Allow me to make myself clear. Like antihistamines, while I have the planet listening, humanity's history, damage, and misery can be explicitly understood and put to use for common good instantly. There is no trick, gimmickry, or wizardry for us to physically, mentally live in victory. We're literally in possession of the blessings to eliminate our oppression. Love, and that's what's up. It's your language. Use it, speak it. Communication is a gift. Don't keep it a secret. Articulation, tweak it, freak it. Let the people see it, say it, display it, and teach it. I hope you continue to support the work that Elevate Oregon does. I know I will. Thank you. Peace.
Thank you, Mike Crenshaw, for inspiring us today and for all of the work you are doing to elevate the lives of young people. So I want to recognize some more donors. Sean Gabriel, thank you for your donation. Amy Phelan, thank you for your donation. We are just about $6,000 okay, this is live TV and people, this is a family. Elevate Oregon is a family and we are all excited because we are $6,000 to our goal. We are just about there. We are climbing. We are reaching the mountaintop here. Please continue to give. $6,000 away from our goal. If you give $1,000, that is doubled. $2,000, that becomes $2,000. Your $500 becomes $1,000. Please continue to give. Speaking of aiming high, I want to take a moment to make an incredible announcement. We have a $50,000 anonymous donor. That means we've met our $50,000 matching grant from Quest Foundation and then some. I cannot thank you. I'm like spitting. I'm so excited. I cannot thank you all enough for your incredible generosity in supporting our youth. The support you have given here tonight allows our teacher mentors to continue doing the incredible work, helping our youth map their future and live to their fullest potential. Thank you so much for supporting our youth on this journey. I'm like, I want to sing, oh, what a night. This is like a great evening. So overwhelmed by, with the generosity of you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please continue to give, continue to give. Your $50 becomes $100. We are so close to our goals, just $6,000 away. Please continue to give. Now, we are going to pick one more prize. This is prize number 3, and this lucky winner will receive a Trailblazers team signed basketball. Boom! This one. Thank you, Portland Trailblazers, for signing this basketball for us this evening. Okay, here we go. I am spinning this wheel. We have our final winner as soon as the wheel spins. Let's get to it. Thank you so much. Please click on the chat, check into the chat right away. Enjoy your signed Trailblazers basketball right here. Boom. Thank you. That was fun for me. So just in, our current total is $144,000. Thank you for everyone for a great evening. Thank you to the AV department for hosting Elevate Our Future this year. And thank you again to Quest Foundation for the matching grant of $50,000. Special thanks once again to our luminary sponsors, Acme Construction, IQ Credit Union, and Hoffman Construction. And to all the Portland companies that made this virtual gathering happen. We're incredibly grateful for all your support. In closing, I want to thank you for being here with us to celebrate the work these kids and this community. Please stick around for a couple of minutes because we know you'll want to see this video compilation of Elevate Oregon students. We will see you next year, hopefully in person. Our final total, can I share? Final total is $145,000. You can continue to give. It does not stop right here. You can continue to give. Remember, you are matched dollar for dollar. Chrissy Washburn, thank you so much. Amy Filan, thank you so much. Your donations are doubling, $145,000 right now. We are $5,000 to our goal. Giving does not stop here. You can continue to give. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. And please hold on for a couple more minutes and enjoy the student compilation video.
My name is Trey. One thing that has changed during my life since joining Elevate is being more assertive with my goals.
It's helped me be more accountable to myself.
Elevate is really a good opportunity for kids who have been struggling or don't really know where to start.
My name is Romeo, and one thing that's changed about my life since being in Elevate is my goal setting.
Elevate has helped me get my schoolwork in on time, study more, and get to class on time and stuff like that.
All right, my name is Kawari. One thing that has changed in my life since joining Elevate is gaining more confidence in public speaking.
It's like my favorite class to go to every day.
My name is DJ, and how Elevate changed my life has made me more of a leader.
We can always talk any time of the day. We can text them. They're really here for us. And
the way I want to succeed in life and my goals.
One thing Elevate taught me was responsible decision making.
My name is Kalia, and one way Elevate's helped change my life was help me start my entrepreneurship in my business.
Hello, my name is Caleb. I'm a senior, and the one thing that I've learned since being at Elevate is how to talk to people and build relationships.
They teach you how to meet new people and try new things.
One thing Elevate has taught me is how to maintain my responsibilities.
Before I was in Elevate, I had bad grades. When I went to Elevate, I started getting good grades and started listening more.
My name is Tyler. I'm a senior, and Elevate's helped me become more dedicated to my future.
I met new people, and those people became my friends. And I love my mentor because he's nice and kind.
I just spent more time in class and staying focused.
One thing that's changed in my life because of Elevate is my want to advocate for myself and knowing that that's okay, and my confidence in my education, and my want to come to school, because in the beginning of the year when I wasn't in Elevate, or last year when I wasn't in Elevate, I wasn't looking forward to school, but with Elevate I have that confidence and that support system.